Hi guys, you're all here, Arlene in New York and Florida. Um, Welcome. I'm gonna put my face back on. All right. The screen just looks different to me today. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, welcome. Today is our last class for this year. I am Happy holidays. I am out of town next week and I will not be here New Year's Days. And of course, the Y is not open on Christmas Day. So let's have a holiday workout, whatever you celebrate. So, and most of all, let's move and have fun. And I just want to make sure I can see myself right a little bit. Okay, I think that's good. So let's get started. Regular warm up. Standing up nice and tall, tilt your head down and tilt your chin up, back to the center, tilt to the other side. And then look up, keeping your shoulders square to the front. Just look left to right. You're not pushing through your range of motion. This is very gentle. And then shoulder rolls, bringing your shoulders up towards your ears and rolling them back. And then arm circles, modify at shoulder height if you have pain or discomfort in your shoulder. And switch to the other side. And now just swing your arms around your body. Get movement in your torso. And hip circles, 5 in each direction. I didn't count. I think this is 3, 4, and 5 in the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I've been doing our hip hinges with a little bit more help because I eventually want to turn this into an exercise, but I want to make sure everyone's doing this correctly. So you're going to hold on lightly to your chair, your arm distance away, and you're just going to push your hip back and bend your elbow and stand up, keeping your torso nice, your back nice and neutral. This is 2, 3. I'm trying to not make people do a squat when they do this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last week I added a little bit of warming up or doing a little bit of warm up. I've been doing these for my knees and I find that they help. It's just breaking down how we walk a little bit. So we're just rolling up on our toes. And if you can do these without holding on, they're also a great balance work. And then when you switch with your feet staggered, you can decide how far you should stagger. So we're just going to roll up on our toes and bring that heel up. I'm going to do this a few times. And then what I want you to do is as you roll forward, bring that leg up. Once again, if you could do this without holding on, we're starting our balance work. This is that first step that we do. And let's switch to the other side. Just roll forward, back and forth. And then let's do it with that back leg coming up. And then let's finish up our regular warm up. We're just going to do um, skaters, stepping behind the other leg on a diagonal. I feel like I'm too close there. Let's do it this way. I have a new ring light and modem. I mean, a tripod, and I'm trying to figure out where I am in this room with it. So step to the side. And then step to the front on a diagonal. And then just march it out. I'm going to just fix the camera a little bit. I think it's too forward. Let's see if that is better. So just march. And then just make these marches a little bit higher, opposite hand to knee. Bring in a little bit of coordination. And taking it down, holding on if you need to, but if you can, without holding on, 5 calf raises, just rolling up on your toes. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's do our cervical spine warm up. Standing nice and tall, shoulders to the front, giving yourself a double chin for 10 reps rather. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And posture check. So feet about shoulder width apart, standing up nice and tall, plumb line pulling you up. One hand behind your head, the other on your chin. Push your chin back into the hand that's in the back. Your head is on top of your shoulder, ear over your shoulder, shoulder over your hip, hip over your knee, knee over your ankles. Belly button pull towards your spine, slight hip tilt forward, relax shoulders, shoulder blades pointing towards your back pocket. So we do pay attention to our posture, seated and standing. I'm leaning against the back of the chair. At least my lower back is leaning against the back of the chair, and I'm still sitting upright. So feet up, we're going to point and flex for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And circle out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the opposite direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So slide towards the end of the chair. Look at your feet. Make sure they're at least hip shoulder width apart or wider. You could cross your arms across the chest, straight out, push off the chair, up and down using a counterbalance, but find a focal point and keep your eyes on it so that you're not bending forward as you go up and as you sit down. And with a lot of control, we're going to do 10 sit to stands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to finish the year out with wall sits, push-ups. Grab your TheraBand. We're going to use that in a little bit. And for our wall sits, you could use weights. We're going to do 30 seconds. So before we do our wall sits, we're going to do push-ups. Remember, you're in a plank position. Your arms are out straight. Look where my arms are. It's in line with my shoulder or my chest. It's not up here by my head. And I'm standing up nice and tall, belly button pulled in. We're going to do 10 reps against a securely closed door or a counter if you want to challenge yourself. 1, keep your elbows down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm going to give you time to get to a wall or a door for your wall sits. And I'll tell you what we're doing. You're going to get as low as it's comfortable. If you feel anything in your knee or anything, you don't have to go as low. As long as you're a little bit of a squat, belly button pulled in, your lower back is securely against the wall and your head is against the wall. So if you feel anything in your knee, adjust until you don't. You don't have to get as low. I'm holding my weights for extra work. I'm just going to hold them at the side and we're going to start now. I want you to count out loud. I can't see you or hear you, but I want to make sure you're breathing. This is isometric. And if you hold your breath, we have 15 seconds left. You know, it could shoot your blood pressure up. We don't want that to happen. So please count out loud or make sure you're breathing. And we have 5 seconds left. And let's stand up. By the way, don't torture yourself. If you feel like you need to get up before the 30 seconds, please do so. Don't torture yourself. Let's go right back into our last push-up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And right back to our wall sit. So I'll give you a couple of seconds to get there before I start. So figure out what's comfortable for you, get in a good position, use your weights if you want to, and we're going to start now. 30 seconds. Keep breathing. Do not hold your breath. We have 15 seconds left. Keep going. I can feel my quads tightening up. I can feel my core tightening up. It's getting hard. We have 5 seconds left. Almost there. And someone in my class yesterday asked me if this was better than a squat, because they love squats. I said, both of them are good. And it's good to change up every once in a while. That's why we make changes in this class. Your body gets used to what you're doing. So you want to change and challenge your body even more. So we mix up squats. And maybe we'll add some more new things. My TheraBand is a little old. So we're gonna, in that vein, we're gonna do lat pulls down. So this is a little bit old, so I'm gonna double it around my hands. My knees are soft. Actually, let's do this seated. I'm gonna do it sideways. Because if you were doing this in a gym with a machine, you would be doing it seated for the most part. So my arms, I'm sitting up tall, my belly button's pulled in. My arms are up above me on a diagonal. I'm gonna lean slightly back. And you're going to bring your elbows down and back right to the top of your chest. Okay, I'm going to show you standing. You're going to keep looking up, pulling it down to your chest. See my elbows go behind my back, and you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. It's as hard as the tension that you have on your hands. You could make it harder or lighter. So sitting up tall, your shoulders are down, looking up. Leaning back slightly, pull your elbows down and right to the top of your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice and slow, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I should have mentioned if you have shoulder problems, you could just bring your arms down a little bit and bring your elbows straight back. Um, so grab your ball, sofa cushion. We're going to do quads today. First, superset our quads with our back. So sitting up nice and tall. The whatever you have is between your knees. You're keeping pressure on it, and you're going to flex your foot and extend out as straight as you can and bring it back. Try not to touch down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch to the other side. Flex your foot. Extend out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And thankfully, if you notice, even though I'm having a lot of trouble with my left knee, I still have that range of motion to extend it out all the way. So we're staying seated. We're going to do our last set of lat pull downs. Remember, if you have shoulder problems and it's too much for you up here, just bring it down a little bit. So sitting up nice and tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last set of leg extension. So sitting up tall, flex your foot. If you don't really feel it in your quad, just check that your foot is really flexed, that it's not hanging out like that, that you have your foot flexed up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch to the other side and extend out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you can put your ball away for the time being. We're going to do something slightly different. We're going to do shoulders in a minute, but we're going to do something slightly different with our tandem stance. I'm going to make it more challenging. So we're going to be in a tandem stance. We're going to have a lot of upper body movement. So when my left leg is in the back, it's more challenging for me. I don't have as much stability there. So what I'm going to do is put my heel in the arch of the other foot. You could just give yourself some room. What we're going to be doing is standing up nice and tall. And people were doing it both sides. We're only going to do one side. So my left leg is in back, and I'm going to use my right arm. And I'm just going to move over like a torso twist to that side. Keeping your core engaged, it's actually also a good rotation exercise for your core. So we're going to do 10 and switch to the other side. So stand up tall. Make sure your feet are in a good place. You're also close to a wall or counter if you need to hold on. And 1 and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And this one, I think I can do heel toe. Get set up before we do it. Make sure you feel okay next to a wall or your chair. And 1, 2, I have to give myself a little room. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And shake it out a little bit. So let's do shoulders now. We're going to do external rotation. So hold. I like holding it up. You could hold it down. You notice my elbows are locked at the side. It's never going to come off. I'm slightly bent at the knee, and I'm just going to pull out to my range of motion and back in. So we're going to do 10 of those. Stand up tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's do one more of those tandem stands. So I'm going to start with my left side in the back, and I'm going to do heel in the arch of my other foot. Do what's comfortable for you, even if you're out here or just your feet together. So we're just going to move to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch to the other leg. Okay. Get set up first. Don't start until you're nice and set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Let's get set up again. That was 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I can feel my back leg in that last set working really hard to keep me upright. So stand in with your arms at your side. Pull out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's take a quick break, get some water. Let's see if anyone else joined us. See if I can figure out how to do that again. Okay. There are more folks here. Let's see. Everyone's here. Welcome. So grab your dumbbells. It's going to get a little complicated. So have your feet wider than shoulder width. We're going to tie the TheraBand around your legs. You want it to feel taut here, not terribly tight, because you do want to have some room for movement. And you also want to untight, so don't make it too tight. So hopefully this doesn't snap while I'm doing this. So I can still move my leg out a little bit, and what we're going to do is moving it back. So I'm going to take my the right side and put it under my heel. The left side is still around my ankle. So what I'm doing, I'm going to be working my left side, my hamstrings and my glutes. And all I'm doing is standing tall, holding on lightly for resistance, and just bend in my knees. I can feel the work in my hamstrings. And as you come up, contract your glutes also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm going to switch to the other side. So now I'm going to put the band under my left heel and I'm going to work my right leg, my right hamstrings and right glute. So hold it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I don't know about you, but I really feel those. So let me know if you do or if you don't, and we can figure out how to make it better. So I'm just taking it off for the time being. We're going to do biceps and slow marches. I'm going to start with my right arm, left leg, left knee. Try to make it nice and slow, staying in the same position, keeping your core engaged and no noise, so a lot of control as you step down. If you're on a wood floor, you shouldn't really hear your footstep. So 1, 2, keep your elbows by your side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you should still have your band tied. Just get it around your ankle again. I'm going to step on it with my right leg and holding on lightly, bending my knee. 1, contract your glutes as you bring that heel up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And around to the other side. And now, put it under the opposite heel. And let's do our last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you could take that off. And we're going to do our last set. And my heart rate is up at a respectable rate. It's not terribly high. It's not low. We're not doing any hardcore cardio here, but you're still working your body pretty hard. So right arm, left arm, right knee, nice and slow. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And untie your band. That's what I said. Don't tie it too tight. So we're going to do triceps. I'm going to have it behind my back. My hands are together, my palms are facing out in a fist. Just pull out. Um, it's not a wide pull. Your triceps are engaged already, and slightly at the knee and forward and your torso forward slightly, and just pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to do calf raises and heel rocks as one exercise this week. So holding on lightly, rolling up on your toes, and then rocking back on your heels. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And shake it out a little bit. And our last set of triceps. So hands together, pull out, slight bend in your knee and your hip, and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you could put that away, and we have one last set of calf raises and heel rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And shake it out. So let's do our seated work on our medial glute. We also get a lot of internal rotation, so we're getting a lot of hip work. Your groin, you'll see your leg, your thighs are internally rotating as you externally rotate your lower leg. So sitting up nice and tall, core engaged. You could hold on to the chair if you need to for these, but don't push up on your elbow. Just a light touch in the back for me helps. So we're going to do one set only, so 15 reps. So sitting up tall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So I've brought in a little bit of grip work to you guys by doing our farmer's march carry by holding on weights, but we're going to do it a little different today. We did some coordination with our biceps. So grab your ball. You could do it with your sofa cushion, your toilet paper. Nice grip on the ball. And you're just going to start by pushing in one finger at a time, going back and forth. So we're going to do it straight out. I'm just going to have you look at my hand, and you're just going back and forth. It's sometimes hard to get them to go in a straight line, but just push in and then do it upside down. And you don't have to do a tremendous amount of this. And then we're going to switch to the other side. I'm just going to give you a preview. We're going to start doing more of this in the new year. Grip strength is very important as we get older. and upside down. And you're going to just make a fist and up and down. We're just going to do a few. I'm not counting them today since it's just a little bit of introduction, and upside down. And the other hand. And this other way. And just having your hands, and I may ask you in the new year at some time to get a rubber band and put it around our fingers. We're just going to open and close. And this other side. So we'll do more of these in the new year. Just a little intro to them today. Really important. So let's work on our core. We'll do some more coordination. We're going to do a seated dead bug today. So the first thing we're going to do, though, is have the ball between your knees, sitting up tall. Your arms are just hanging. And every time you push in, you're going to pull your belly button in. We're going to do this nice and slow. We're only going to do 10 reps. So make sure you're breathing. Start with an inhale, exhale. 1, pull your belly button in as you push in and release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to just turn this to the side. Now the ball behind you, and you're lots of pressure on the ball. Sitting up tall. I'm going to cross my arms. I'm going to roll back slightly. Notice that my head is moving with my shoulder. My head is not up here. It's with my shoulders, still on top of my shoulders. I'm just going to roll forward from my shoulder blades. Keeping my belly button in. We're going to do 10 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm going to turn that around. We did some rotations earlier when we were doing our tandem stance. So let's do some more oblique work. We're just keeping the ball behind our back. It makes us work a little bit harder. And this time we're doing a side bend. You're bending from your hip this time. So we're going to do 10 per side. That's 10, 9, keeping your belly button pulled in, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And switch to the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And arms straight out. I'm going to have one arm by my head, belly button pulled in. The ball behind our back makes this really hard. I have to slide out a little bit. And my opposite knee up. 1, keeping your belly button pulled in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And do a single leg stance. I'm going to stand on my left leg and I'm going to do kickstands on my right leg because I can't stand. I probably could do it, but it doesn't feel good to do a single leg stance. So do what you need to do. One fingertip holding on to the chair or the wall, standing up nice and tall and using a focal point to help you stay up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I think I'm going to do a single leg stance, standing on my right leg. Stand up nice and tall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the best part, our stretch, our cool down. So you're holding each stretch for several deep breaths. I'm not counting them. Um, Still maintaining your posture. It's something you should do forever. Don't let that go in our warm up. So one leg out, your foot is flexed, leaning forward. If you can reach your toe, pull it towards your face. And switch to the other side. And my heart rate has gone down a great deal. Still higher than resting heart rate, which it should be. And cross your leg over, sitting up tall, pull your knee so you get a stretch in your hip all the way down to the side of your leg, side of your knee, rather. And then figure 4, push gently on the inside of your knee and lean forward. And cross over, pull gently on the outside of your knee. And figure 4. And legs nice and wide, leaning forward, keeping your back neutral. We're just stretching our lower back. And then moving both hands over, you're getting the side. It's the muscle called the quadratus lumborum, the QL. And then over to the other side. And sitting up, I'm going to do a standing hip flexor, legs nice and long, both feet, both toes are pointing forward. Standing up tall, I'm just going to, that back leg, I'm going to tilt that hip forward to get a stretch in the front of that hip. I'm also pushing my heel down, getting an extra calf stretch. And I get a little bit of a stretch in my quad. And over to the other side. Tilt that hip forward, keeping your torso up. And my favorite stretch, hands on the seat of the chair, your feet are under your hips. Now push back, push your hips away from your hands for a posterior stretch. And roll up, arms out to the side, bring them behind you. Head left to right. And let's do some shoulder rolls, arm circles. Switch direction. And thank you guys so much. I've had so much fun with you guys this year. I'm looking forward to a great 2026. Have a wonderful holiday. Thank you, Julian. And I will see you that first Thursday except for New Year's Day, which is the first Thursday in January, the following Thursday. Have a great time. Thank you so much.